Alright guys, this is the Marlen Model 60. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little quick review on it. Alright, now this is Marlen Model 60. What it does is it shoots the 22 long rifle, and I put a Bushnell scope on it. It's a 3x9 if I'm not mistaken. I got it from a buddy of mine. He hooked me up. It's brand new out of the box. I got it for $20. Alright, that was pretty good. Anyways, this Marlen Model 60 does have some modifications. Alright. First of all, let's make sure it's unloaded. Alright, I'm gonna cock it back. Alright, this is tube fed. Alright, the magazine is a tube, and the way to load it, you actually have to move this rod, pull it out, and throw the 22 long rifles in there, push them down. Alright, once this holds about 14, 18. What I actually do is as soon as I see a round right there, I just put the tube back in. I think we count like how many, brother? 18?
17.
17, yeah, around 17 rounds. Maybe it's not supposed to hold that many, but that's the way I do it. Anyways, it's not loaded. It is dirty because we shot it during the vacation. It's around New Year's. We went to some family, took our guns out there and started shooting. Anyways, this is a great gun, alright? This is the first gun that I actually grew up with. 22, alright? The modifications, before I go into talking about how it works and all that, we actually redid the stock, my brother and I. We sanded it down, stained it, and then put some gloss on it again, alright? We took the butt plate out, tried to clean that up, clean the screws. I mean, this thing was in pretty bad shape when I actually, found it again and actually grew interested in it again. The barrel was heavily rusted. I mean, the stock was horrible. This right here, the actual frame on top of the gun right here, it was horrible. It was scratched up. The paint was missing, chipped. It was pretty bad shape. But, I mean, it worked awesome, right? Let me put it this way. This thing was so mistreated that it's spent, I'd say, 1 or 2 winters out in the California winter when it rains and all that. I know there's no snow or anything like that, but it does get wet out here in California during the winter and springtime, so that's about it. It doesn't get cold, but it does get wet. So if you could imagine, it was pretty rusted and all that, alright? That being said, the modifications we did was again, the stock, and I thought it came out pretty cool, right? I mean, nothing too special. It came out with a little wannabe camo, right? We actually redid the barrel. And I say we did, my buddy helped me out. What we did was we took off all the bluing, and then we got that, it comes in a blue bottle, and we started actually re-bluing it. For some reason I didn't want to hold on right, but I got it enough to where it looks this way, and I kind of actually like it because it looks, antique-ish type, and it actually matches the stock. So it was one of those mistakes that actually came out looking good. And the other thing I did was I unscrewed this right here, the front post, which is kind of loose, right? And I painted that with some enamel paint. And this right here, I also did the same thing. I sanded it down all the way, bare minimum, and repainted it. That actually came out pretty good. The inside of the gun, with the the mechanisms and all that, I took all that out. I cleaned it, replaced, actually I didn't replace anything on it, everything was still in pretty good working shape. The only thing that I do want to actually do to this rifle is I want to change all the screws, alright? It has this screw and this screw. I have no clue what they are, none whatsoever. They just screw on the stock. I don't know if it was intended for a sling or something, but when I think about it, where's the sling gonna go? I mean, from here to here, they have no, I don't know what they do, alright? If you guys know, please let me know, alright? I know these screws right here, these are for the trigger, alright? They hold it on in place. The trigger guard, the safety, I mean, pretty much, alright? What I love about this gun is that it's very, very accurate. It shoots great. It's got to be at least 23, 24 years old. I know my dad had it that long. The only thing about this gun, alright, these are the two types of ammo that I consistently shoot off of it. All right, the Federal and the Remington. All right. Let me tell you something right now. The Remington, at least using this rifle, right, with the Remington, it fucking sucks. Alright, and I apologize if you guys work for Remington or you represent Remington, but this ammo fucking sucks balls. Alright? Coming from a military background, serving for my country, I wouldn't fucking use this to wipe my ass with it if I had to. Alright? It fucking sucks balls. Every third, fourth round, this gun jams. Now, I don't know if it's just this gun, but my cousin, he has a 1022, same thing. It ain't worth a fuck, alright? So, I'm gonna use this someday. I'm probably even giving it away. That's how fucking bad I hate it, alright? Now, the Federals, this stuff is badass, alright? This shit works perfect on this gun. On every gun that, we had, that day was what? New Year's Eve. We were out in my cousin's ranch. Actually uncle's. He brought out his 1022 and a couple of handguns that he had. We actually tested out the Remington compared to this. The Remington, every third, fourth fucking round was jamming. This shit right here, boom, 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 boom. I had one jam on it, and what happened was, I think the round actually didn't fire, ejected it out, and I was good to go, alright? This thing, I've shot 3 boxes of this crap right here, and it fucking sucks, alright? I don't know if it's what it is, alright? Let's look at the quality if we can real quick, alright? And just looking at it real quick, the Federals, they just look cleaner. I don't know if it's just the color or what, but it just looks a lot cleaner. This is a Remington right here with the gold. And this gold, and this is this copper, lead look like. I don't know what the hell they're made out of, but the Federal works a lot better. Extremely better. Alright? Let me just put it that way. So if you guys have bad experience with the Remington and you think your gun sucks, it's probably the fucking ammo. Alright? This shit right here is badass. Alright? Anyways. This gun is great. Very accurate. It shoots badass. Alright? Once we zero this sight in, you can't miss. I mean, this gun is awesome. What I like about this gun, compared to the 1022, is that it has a lot thicker barrel. Alright? This barrel is solid, it's hard, it's thick, and I think that's what makes it shoot a lot straighter and further distance, in my opinion. Alright? It's also light. It just feels right. I mean, it's just a cool looking rifle too. Semi-automatic. I mean, that's badass. Alright? The things that I don't like about it are that the magazine is a tube-fed magazine, right? That this weapon is a tube-fed weapon. Other than that, I like it. Alright? It's a little inconvenient sometimes that you gotta pull the tube out and then load it and put it back in, opposed to just getting a magazine and loading it in. That's the only advantage that I see the 1022 Ruger having over the Marlen. But other than that, I love this Model 60. It's badass. It's lasted years. Like I said, it spent a long time outside, leaning against a wall in the rain and being destroyed. And every time we put some ammo in it, it just shoots. All right, so my brother's laughing because he knows what I mean. This thing was in bad shape.
It was fucked up.
Yeah, it was. It was really fucked up. So that's what I don't like about it. The other thing that I want to do to this rifle is, I saw on eBay that they sell, I'm going to buy new screws for it because they're all messed up right here, and also the trigger guard, this is plastic and it's cracked. Besides that, that's the only thing I'm going to do to it. The springs inside the action work great. It's a badass rifle. I keep going on YouTube and trying to see if there's any reviews on it. I was hoping I could find Hickok or some of those guys that come out on YouTube to do a review on it, but there's really none out there. If you guys could see right here, It says the Marlen Firearm Company, North Haven, Connecticut, USA. Model 60. Micro groove barrels. Caliber 22 long rifle only. Alright, it doesn't shoot shorts. Only long rifles. Other than that, it's a great gun. If you guys have any questions on it, let me know. Like I said, the stock is redone. The barrel is redone. I actually repainted this, sanded it down. The action inside, I pulled everything apart, made sure the springs were working, and I did all that good stuff. Alright. That's just my little review here. Alright. Bushnell scope. It's a great scope. This is a pretty good scope. Alright. For a 22, it's a lot of scope, I think, but it works great. If you guys have any questions on the Model 60, feel free to leave me some comments or ask questions. Later on, we're probably going to post up a couple more reviews on a Mosin Nagant 9130. I know they're out there all over the place. I actually have one. I bought it for like $130 out here, or 20. That's with the background and all that other fees that California has, and that rifle is awesome. It's a great shooter. It's a lot of fun. The only thing about that rifle that I wish I could do is mount a scope on it. If I could mount a sight on it, you know, I'd do it. And anyways, I'll get into that later. But hope you guys like the video. Comment, rate, whatever you guys want. This is just for people out there who have a Model 60. If you guys have any questions with it, let me know. Great rifle. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.